It's Valentine's Day. Oh, and there's so many dogs coming my way. Hold on. They're gonna knock over stuff. Okay, so I have a little bit of a different setup. I just wanted to go a little more au naturel with this background. I'm just in my living room and these are all my babies. All of my babies. We are doing soft and romantic today because it's Valentine's Day. I'm actually not that into Valentine's Day, but I think any excuse to look good, feel good. We are going to do exactly what I would wear for my Valentine's Day dinner. I'm not having a Valentine's Day dinner because my beautiful, lovely boyfriend is a florist. So Valentine's Day is actually his busiest day. And he comes home and falls asleep. And I don't blame him because it's a lot. It's a big day for him. We will probably do something, but just not on Valentine's Day. But I wanted to get this video up today. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. If you wanna see what I'm gonna do, then come keep on watching. So I'm gonna prep my skin. I'm gonna use the Josie Maran 100% argan oil and go in with that. Literally, I'm just gonna, this is my personal one. I'm just gonna drop this on my face. I love this stuff. I actually use it all the time. It's been in my favorites. It's been in my favorites for a while because it's actually just amazing, and I love how hydrated it makes my skin feel before makeup. It's really, really helpful because I'm in the winter months right now. There is a snowstorm in Montreal that has paralyzed the city. So, you know, I don't know if anyone's gonna actually go out for Valentine's Day. It's pretty insane. I'm gonna do what I would do, and that's really focus on the skin. We're gonna do super, super natural glowy skin, and then like a really soft eye and a really nice soft lip. So I'm gonna start with my L'Oreal True Me, my L'Oreal Glotion. This is in the medium glow color. I find this is helpful to make my skin a little bit tanner. It's very similar to the Drunk Elephant debronzing anti-pollution drops. It's a little bit more subtle, but it also has much more of a sheen than the Drunk Elephant one. And I just apply that with my fingers. This is from the drugstore. L'Oreal is really inexpensive. You can get this, I got mine for $20 Canadian. And if you can see, it kind of gives a little bit more color to my face. I actually wear this without anything often when I don't feel like wearing any makeup, but I feel really pale. It's nice, I really like it. But then I'm gonna prep my skin the way I always do. I'm not messing around today. This is makeup that I want to stay all night, especially with some smooches, you know. I'm talking about it like I'm gonna do it, but I'm not gonna do it. But one day I will do. We will probably go to dinner another night, but like I said, it's his busiest day. I'm using Tatcha's Silk Canvas Primer, and I'm using it in areas where I want to be more filled. I'm not using it all over my skin, so I'm using it mainly over my mouth area because my foundation comes off quite easily in my mouth area, but I'm not going past here because I want that shine still to shine through. Before we go into foundation, I'm going to use a little bit of lip balm. This is my favorite. This is by Burt's Bees. It's in Vanilla Bean, and I think it's the softest one. And we're gonna kiss tonight, you know? So, you gotta prep your lips. Okay, so for foundation, I have fallen in love with a new one. I know. I feel like every foundation is so good though, that like you can fall in love so easily. I'm not very picky. I'm finding myself not being very picky with foundations lately because I find that all of the ones I buy I really like, which is good. You want that. Anyways, I'm gonna go in with the Clinique Even Better Glow Light Reflecting Makeup. This is a foundation. This is a really good foundation. It's very good for people like me who don't want a lot of coverage, but still want something on their face that is sheer but glowy. It does last. Like I wear it out and about, and it does last. It doesn't like fade off. It's not like a tinted moisturizer. It's really, really nice. So I apply it with my fingers. I literally just put a little bit. I apply this in 2 rounds. So the first round is just a little bit like that, and then I warm it up and apply it as I do my moisturizers, and I really enjoy what it does. So it's really velvety. It has like a nice texture to it, but I find when I have it when I apply it with my hands, it just really breaks it down and looks like skin. Like, it just looks like skin. If you can see like what that just did, I hope you can see. But if you can see, it does have a really nice sheen to it. It's very like dewy, barely there, but at the same time it does have coverage, so it's kind of nice. I really, really like it. It's not for everybody for sure, but if you're a light coverage girl, this is a really good foundation. However, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a little bit of the Clinique Beyond Perfecting, I think it's called. I have a sample of it, and it's very thick. It's the concealer foundation, dual one. I literally just have like a tiny sample, and what I've been doing is taking it on a little brush, and I'm just putting in areas where I feel like I want a little bit of spot coverage. I'm basically concealing with this because it is a concealer, and it does have amazing staying power. I wore this completely just on its own the other night. I really liked it. It was like totally a matte fantasy that I'd never do, but I did like it. I think it stayed on really, really well, and it made my skin look very velvety. Like matte has its moments. Or matte makeup has its moments for me. Not all the time, but definitely sometimes. Yeah, I love this foundation. I think it's like really soft and diffused and airy and pretty, just like what I want on Valentine's Day. So for concealer, I want something that doesn't really look like it's there. So I'm actually gonna use the smallest amount of the Makeup Forever HD Ultra HD Concealer. This is in a very light shade, like very light. So I'm going to mix it a little bit with that Clinique Concealer Foundation. Just a bit, just to make the color that I want. I'm just gonna apply it underneath my eye in the area that I want the most coverage, and then blend that out. Just here, nothing crazy. I never want to put too much concealer on. I think this is my problem area. It's my areas where I crease the most, and it's the area where I feel the most, not insecure, but just like I know my makeup's gonna come off there. So I'm always like checking. So I'm gonna set, very important to set your concealer after you put it on. For that, I'm going to use the Hourglass powder, just this one here. I'm sorry, I'm not using anything new because I want my makeup to be very steadfast. And I know that this powder I can trust. So I'm just using a little bit, just a teeny bit. And I'm going to use powder bronzer. I've been using the powder bronzers for a while now, so I'm comfortable with them for sure. I'm going to use this middle shade here just to set my cheeks a little bit further so my bronzer will blend out nicely. Okay, so let's do brows. I need a little brow before I put bronzer on. So I'm gonna just really quickly, I'm gonna do some romantic brows. So this either can mean like a soap brow or something, but I just want it to be very feathery and light. So I'm just going to use the Maybelline Tattoo Brow Stick. I've been trying to use this up. It's not like the best, but I don't mind using it. It's really actually, the one thing I really like about it is that it doesn't have any harsh lines. So like sometimes I look at photos and I don't realize that I do this, but I often really sharpen my brow line at the bottom, and I don't love that look right now. Just gonna brush them up with Milk Kush Brow. Sorry if you can hear a dog eating a bone. She's right under the camera. Okay. All right, brows are good. So see how it's like feathery? I want everything to have soft edges and like just nice and feathery, if you know what I mean. I'm gonna use the Butter Bronzer. But this one I'm using mainly because it's so soft and gentle. I really find that it just always gives me the exact diffused definition that I want, rather than like any kind of streaky lines, or I don't know. I just find it the best in terms of my skin tone right now, and also the soft diffused look that I'm going for. Okay. So After I'm done bronzing my cheekbones, what I like to do is go in with my nose contour and then go over it all a little bit. So for my nose contour, I'm just going to use the one I always use, and that is the Marc Jacobs Omega Bronzer in Tantric. And this is just my favorite tone to contour with. Yeah, it just makes the world of it. And then I'm going to take that bronzer again, that brush, sorry, the bronzer brush, and I'm just going to, I don't have any product on it, but I'm going to blend it all kind of together. So we have like a bridge going on. So it really does look like the sun hit my face. So for highlighter, I'm going to use the Champagne Flash by Hourglass with my fingers. I think I just used this in a video, but I'm just doing what I would normally use. So I'm not trying to use anything new. I'm not trying to go crazy with anything. The foundation is new, but I have tried it out and I trust it. You don't want to make any experiments with a day that you are trying to feel your best, you know? I have quite a bit of powder on my face, so I want to break it up a little bit with some cream blush. And what I'm going to use is something that's quite pink. But this is by Max Factor. This is a Miracle Touch Creamy Blush in Soft Cardinal. It's just any cream blush will do. So I'm going to use a dual fiber brush, and I'm just going to start with it on the tip of my nose and then move to the apples. And I'm using like the lightest amount. And then I bring it up to my temple. I do this to emulate sunlight hitting my face. I don't do this to put like blush on my cheeks. I just want something to look like I have color from the actual sun. And to me, a pinky rose, dusty rose cream blush does it the best. But it's Valentine's Day, so you want a little pink on your cheek, you know. Okay, so you can see what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make myself look like I just came from the beach, but I did it, you know? Okay, I'm gonna do a little trick here. I'm gonna take a dirty brush, a brush that has been used, a dirty brush with brown on it, okay? And I'm gonna take a blush. This is like a sample blush, but this is like the nicest soft pink that I have. This is from MUF Forever, and this is called, B302. It's just a soft pink, so any soft pink will be fine. And the reason why I'm using a dirty brush is because I want a little bit of brown in the crease. I don't want anything crazy, and I don't want to dip anything in it because I feel as though it's going to take away from the pink. So I'm just going to place that in my crease. I wanted to use a blush because everybody has blush, and you can just pick up any blush, anything that's pink, and use this on your eyes. I often use blush as eyeshadow. I don't think, if I can put it on my cheeks, why can't I put it on my eyes, you know? Maybe that's the wrong mentality. Now I'm gonna use the Maybelline Color Tattoo Metal 24 Hour in number 55, inked in pink. And this is exciting. I really can't wait to use this. But I'm just going to put that in my brush, and then I'm just going to literally apply it on top of the first color I laid down. And then I'm going to bring it up a little bit, but nothing crazy. And if you're finding a cream product is intimidating, you can just use any pink shadow you want. I'm just using this because I like the texture of cream more than I like the texture of powder. And I just wanted to do something with this because I just bought it and it's really fun and it's really pretty and it's pink, so why not? Now I'm going to mix the two blushes I used on my crease, which is the Hourglass and the MUF Forever. And I'm going to run that with a Sigma blending brush underneath my eye. And I'm going to build it up until it's pink enough to the place where I want it to be, basically. For lashes, I'm going to use the Kush mascara. I'm going to build this up because this does actually have a really good staying power in terms of keeping your lashes up. And it's not super black, and I want something that's a little bit softer, so I don't want something that's super harsh black. And my Monsieur Big is really black, and I kind of like the color of this a little bit better. It's a little more less black. All right, so my lashes are on. Not that I have lashes on, my mascara is on. And I am enjoying what's going on here. I'm going to use a pale beige eyeliner in the waterline. This is by Sigma. And I'm just going to line my waterline with that. This really opens up your eyes. I'm gonna do my lips. I'm really excited for my lips because I found a lipstick that I love. Can you believe it? I know, it's crazy. To line them, I'm gonna use the MAC Subculture lip liner. And that's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna overdraw them a little bit on the bottom. Guys, this is Toffee. He doesn't like the big dog that's here, so he's gonna sit on my lap. So, the lipstick that I have been obsessed with is, don't laugh, it's the tiniest thing. I have a sample of it, but I love it. It's Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. I think it's like the nicest pink I've ever used on my lips. Specifically my lips, it doesn't really turn really dark. It stays quite light and natural. I really like it. I've been enjoying it a lot. So, I feel like I didn't talk anything about Valentine's Day, but it's not really like the biggest deal for us. And like I said, Brent's a florist, so it's really busy. And my birthday is like in a week. And I don't really care about Valentine's Day. I think it's nice. I think it's like a nice time where you can take an opportunity to go on a date. Anyways, this is it. This is all I got. This is what I would do. This is what I'm gonna do if we end up going out to dinner. Something really soft. I really like how it turned out. Thank you so much for watching. Happy Valentine's Day and happy Galentine's Day and happy everything day. Anyway, I love y'all so much. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I really like this background. I think I'm gonna do this again. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Happy Valentine's Day, and I'll see you in my next video.